Well, here we are at last. 1 week today I've had it. I did say I'd do, as soon as I got the first service and got a run in, I'd do a proper review, let everybody know just what I thought of it, stick it up on on YouTube, which I will. Like I say, I've had the bike exactly a week, just brought it home from the first service, so time's on. I ordered this bike back in January. We're at July 27, 28 today. But like I say, I ordered her in January with a list as long as your arm of extras to go on the bike. But before I ordered her, I'd been toying with the idea which bike to buy next. I didn't know whether to order another Aprilia Tuner, which is what I'm used to, or I thought I'd consider the Triumph, obviously the Ducati. Went through the usual Japanese models, Yamaha, Suzuki, Kawasaki. Never considered the Honda. Not a Honda fan, but that's besides the point, that's just me. And while I was considering all these different bikes, I kept coming back to this. Yeah, just something about this bike kept bringing me back. Now, I'm looking around her, no, photographs only. I just wasn't sure about this front end. But the more I looked, the more I began to love it. I'm thinking, yeah, go on, we'll give this KTM a try. The fact that she had a big V-twin, whereas the Aprilia is now obviously changed from a V-twin to a V4, was another added bonus. The fact that all the reviews I've been reading said hooligan bike, beast, was another turn on for me. So we placed the order for the KTM. Now I'm never happy with a standard out of the shop bike, so this time we decided that we'd try and stick with as many KTM parts to begin with as possible. So we ordered, or should I say I ordered practically every Go Faster goodie for it, and a lot more handling goodies, and a few look better goodies to go with the bike. Now when I put the order in for the bike, he said it'll take some months for all the parts and everything to come and be ready, which basically suits me because I work away overseas and I was going to be doing a long trip anyway. So we put a delivery date for the 20th of July, 21st of July, sorry. And luck would have it, she only just got ready. I got photographs every couple of weeks showing me the progress once the bike had actually been delivered, showing the upgrades as the parts came and they were fitted. We'll go through the parts in a minute, a list of parts. But the bike, once I'd ordered her, I went away to work, I read every conceivable, every review, every write-up, everything I could lay my hands on this bike. The more I read, the more I wanted to read, and the more excited I became. And I suppose the more nervous I became. I mean, I'm really into my naked bikes. I just think of the years have gone on to me, I've got into the naked sort of street fighter bikes. This thing was fitting every single bill. So of all of those reviews, I thought if she comes a half as good as these reviews say, then I've cracked it. I couldn't find anything negative anywhere. And believe me, I read every review, watched everything. Anyway, the list of parts that we ordered. First thing you'll notice is the exhaust system. That's a full Evo system, not just a can. She's titanium. Saved me 6.5 kilos, believe it or not. And not only does she save me a massive amount of weight, she sounds absolutely out of this world. You'll notice later on when we fire her up, she'll fire up, she'll just purr like a bloody pussycat. A tiny little bit of blip on the throttle, she'll bark like a dog. You give it a handful by flipping heck, it roars like a bloody lion. Unbelievable, absolutely fantastic, intoxicating sound. My missus says to me after I got this bike, she said, well, the way you look at that bike, it's unbelievable. I said, well, I'll tell you what, darling, you come to bed at night, bring that titanium exhaust and I'll cut you all you like. Joke. Anyway, bike. Next thing you'll see all these little gold anodised parts kicking around. Those are there, just aesthetic really. Look a lot nicer than the standard ones, aluminium instead of plastic. Footrests, these are rear sets, set of race rear sets. Nothing wrong with the standard ones, these ones just suit me better. A little bit of adjustment on them so you can actually set the bike to your exact preferential position. The bike's very small, but we'll come on to that in a minute. Changed the, she's got these are the race levers, race lever protectors. Levers are all changed, clutch and brake. Again, fully adjustable, anodised, look the business. Fuel filler, that's changed, she's got a quick fill, not that it's of any benefit, but she looks nice, got a quick fill race tank, and a carbon fibre tank protector. Go around the bike, you'll see that the brakes, discs are all changed, these are wavy discs. Not only are they give you a little bit more, absolutely not necessary, by the way, the standard brakes are shit hot, to say the least. But they save a little bit more weight, and they look just that little bit different again, just that little bit more different than a standard brake. The bike's got Brembos on it, so there's no problem with the braking. She's got ABS that works a treat as well. I don't have it switched on fully. We'll come on to that again in a minute. Under the seat we've got the air filter's changed, got a full K&N filter, so she can breathe really easy. I've got a race dongle. The race dongle, by the way, is a bit of a cheat for the electronic system. Electronic system, we've got quite a few rider modes for ABS, and we've got a few rider modes for range, sport and street. And if you want to turn the traction control off or anything, every time you turn the ignition off, it will set back to default. That's a legal requirement. However, the race dongle, that always remembers your last settings, and that's where the bike is. Technically speaking, the dongle's an illegal piece of kit, so each time you turn the ignition on, if the dongle's connected, it just says not road legal. You just hit click set, and Bob's your uncle. Just a question of unplugging it or plugging it under the seat if you want to keep 100% legal. It's got a sat nav fitted as this bike. This is covered with a standard KTM fitment, so it looks really smart. It looks part of the bike, which is tuned into the bike. The actual sat nav itself is a Garmin Zumo. Not particularly overly impressed with the Garmin, but I'm impressed with the way she sits, to be honest. Triple clamps are changed. These are different colour, gold anodised again, and race clamps. Underneath, further down also we've got a race steering damper. It's all part of the kit. Tail tidy's done. Standard KTM tidy. Tail end will come down here. So it just takes away a little bit of the aggressiveness look of the bike, which is not really what it's about. This bike is an aggressive bike. Anyway, let's get on. I went to pick her up, like I say, a week ago today. Pulled up at the shop, bike was waiting there ready. I looked every bit as good as I expected it to be honest. But we're looking at the bike and thought, bloody hell, that's small. And I really began to think, she's going to be too small. I was a little nervous, apprehensive when I went up to pick this bike up, by the way, from everything you've read about what a hooligan it is. I had my wife and daughter with me, both taking the mick, that I was going to do an in-betweeners. I don't know if you've seen the in-betweeners film, where they pick the new bike from the showroom, give a wheel spin on the way out of the shop and dumps the bike. Just what I needed to be healing frustrated from the foot. However, that wasn't going to happen. Did my paperwork, come outside, put the key in the ignition, fired her up, and she purred into life. Just like a bloody cow. Sounded nice, just ticking over. Put my gear on, threw my leg over the bike and thought, oh, this bike isn't as small as one thinks, as she looks, as it is. It's just right. And no matter where you position yourself, and no matter your size, I mean, I'm 5'11", a bit of a gut on me as well, but the bike's big enough, and it'll always be big enough. It's remarkably comfortable. The other thing you'll probably notice, like I say, is this, the seat's not standard either. This is the power part seat, which again, it raises the level of comfort, in my opinion, fractionally. Now, everything I've read said the bike's comfortable. I didn't expect it to feel this comfortable, but the other thing I was feeling, as I had my leg over it, was light. Where's the bike? It just pops between you. Unreal. Anyway, cut a long story short, we snicked her down, set the traction control into street mode. Just as I'm about to set off, the people from the shop, they come out, just reminded me again the criticality of the running procedure for this bike. It's a 1300cc V-twin, and she needs some gentle attention for the first 500 clicks, and then you can start increasing it over the next 500 until you're up to full torque at 1,000 clicks. So we set the bike into straight, and I promised them that I would take the first 500 clicks reasonably steady. Toodled away on home. When I say toodle, I don't mean toodle like a child, but yeah, we didn't go anything stupid. Toodled out of the shop, down the road. 50 metres up the road, I'm comfortable, and I mean comfortable. This bike, I felt like I've been riding it for years. It's unreal. Everything you do with this bike or want to do, he's done it before while you're only thinking about it. Got to the roundabout, round the roundabout, brought the bike home. Yep, this is the thing for me. Ever so pleased, absolutely pleased as punch. Carried on riding for the next 450, 500 kilometres, kept her in street. Again, this bike didn't fail to impress. I mean, in street mode, don't think that's restricting the bike at all. It's just making it a little bit more civilised. So we got to the 500 clicks and we flicked her into sport. Not a massive difference, bar for acceleration. Oh man, your whole mind is recalibrated. She lifted the front wheel off the floor just on the throttle, certainly in first, second, third, probably fourth. I haven't done it in fourth, but only high, it's high. Traction control comes in and the bike just goes forward. Definitely a new way to experience acceleration. Unbelievable. But the biggest thing with the bike is you come into a corner and you set yourself, get yourself in the right position, you've got your speed right, you throw the bike over, and the bike's turning around and she's talking to you and saying, too slow, son. And if you want to come in on a corner like that, this thing can go around it a lot faster than you if you're asking her to. Just sit normal. She falls over, she stands up. Traction control works absolutely fantastic. I'm impressed, and I'm happy. Get over to, it's coming up to the 1,000 clicks. Turns out I then decide I'm going to hook up my race dongle, traction control comes off, and we're going to go out and play. Oh, that releases the beast. I mean, it really does. I mean, don't misunderstand me. This bike is civilised. She's controllable. But bloody hell, she's got something in here that I've never felt before. I've spent a lot of money on a lot of engine tuning, from anywhere from even a Suzuki with 1200cc Bandit with a 1520cc top end kit, nitrous oxide, doesn't come close to where this thing comes. My Aprilia's nowhere near. Now, I've never got a bad word to say about my Aprilias. I love them bikes. But this thing, different level. Different bloody level altogether. I just honestly can't say a bad thing about it. Anyway, that's about all. Have a listen to this. Oop, there she is. Not road legal. So we'll just give that a little press. Now she's back to, still not road legal, but she's not telling me she's not. Have a listen to the cat. Doesn't that sound just make you want to listen to some more? That's the best sound on any bike I've ever had. That's about all I've got to say on my first review. You'll impress some people, despise others. Some will say, why am I bothering? Anyway, there you go. I promised to do it, I've done it. That's me, that's Petrol Power. I'm out, I'm gone. Thanks for listening.